everyone. Welcome back to my channel. It's Mary Jo. Happy New Year, everyone. My New Year reading is up. I'm sorry it took so long. I recorded it on Friday, but after having to re-record it 3 times and then finding out it was there, I couldn't get it to upload, and it took me 5 or 6 attempts to get it uploaded. And I realized, Mercury was going into retrograde on the 4th, and we're in that shadow before and after that we experienced. So already it's been wreaking havoc, at least on my end, with anything electronics, texting, communication, talking to people, voicemail, anything that you could talk about communication, even daily routines, Monday stuff, everything has just been going haywire. So expect that till the middle of the month. So if you haven't seen my January 1st reading, it's up and you can look at that. I hope you enjoy it. This is the weekly reading though for January 4th through January 10th, 2016. And I'm doing a 4-card spread for you this week. And I'm going to read this the way I usually read. Instead of looking at cards individually, I like to look at the picture as a snapshot, like I say, of you or the story, because that's what it is to me. It's a story, a message. Breaking it down is great because it does help you to learn what the different meanings could be. But when you put them next to each card, it changes. So the cards that I did get today, and actually the sun is in Capricorn, the moon is in Scorpio for the 4th, Mars is going retrograde on the 6th, and Mars is also in Scorpio. So that's a lot of interesting energy going on. It's the Scorpio Mars energy. We know that is about fire and passion and rebirth and life, because Mars used to rule Scorpio. It still does in old astrology. That's what they used to talk about instead of it being ruled by Pluto. So they're like sisters with that energy, even though they're fire and water, but they are kindred spirits. So you have that fiery warrior energy, that taking charge, that initiative to make change with the Scorpion energy. Life, death, rebirth, other people's money. Even with Mars energy, it's forging, actually forging metal, like forging a new life. So this is interesting energy this week. This is transformative energy. This is change within yourselves, but you're taking the initiative, but more warrior-like, in that you're going to face these things, these battles or these trials or tribulations or whatever is going on with the energy of the Scorpion, where in certain sectors it's talked of yes, it's a Scorpio, but rising as the phoenix, so from the ashes. So the Scorpio might be the lower vibration on the earthly plane, and then you have on the higher spiritual plane, you have the phoenix rising from the ashes. So it's that transformative alchemical energy going on. And like I said, the Mars energy is very fiery and passionate. It's not to be defeated. Like I say, when you've argued with an Aries, you just can't win. Not saying they're right, but it's just that relentless energy. So that's very powerful energy for this week. The cards I got, though, is Temperance, Swords, 8 of Swords, the Sun, and the 4 of Swords. So you always say with this communication already. So now we're looking at the Temperance card next to the 8 of Swords, the Sun, and the 4 of Swords. So Temperance. So you can see it. I'm going to try and take a snapshot. Someone did ask me to show the cards. I'm trying to figure a way to do this without a mirror image, because everything is opposite. Even I'm looking at you, everything is like opposite. And then with the Sun, here we have this. So this is the story, but I'm going to put it there later. So you'll see now that the numbers for me, when I look at these numbers, okay, 15, 14, okay. So Temperance, when we reduce the numbers, 10, 11, 15, 16, is 7. The Swords, we have the 8 of Swords. The Sun is 21, reduced is 3, and then the 4. So we have a progression here, 7, 8, 3, 4. So that's good. So that means this week we are going to show progress in something that we're going to be talking about here. 7 we know is a mystical number, yes, but it's also about taking control of something. The 8 is courage and strength and moving swiftly. The 3, I always tell you, is the result of the choice you made. It's a progression from first one thing, two things coming together, and the 3 is the choice of, or the result of, and then 4 is that completion or culmination. Now, when I look at this story, we could take it a few ways. Since this is a general reading, all right, I'm going to try and hone in on the first thing that came to me right away with Temperance and the swords here. We definitely are talking about something that is an addiction. Okay, whether it's drugs, alcohol, sex, spending too much money, gambling, anything that you could be addicted to, shopaholic, workaholic, you know, in any of the lower vibrational frequencies of anything we're doing to excess. And then we have the 8 of Swords. So for me, this is definitely something that's got a control on us, okay? This is an addiction of some sort, something that's got us chained, something that we thought we were doing for fun or for pleasure in this physical world, maybe to reach a spiritual realm, a higher realm, numb ourselves, you know, hallucinogens, whatever. Now it's got a control on us, and it's taking everything out of you. I mean, you see how helpless you look there? Now, to me, too, the angel has 1 foot in the water, 1 foot on the rock, which is earth. And this maiden is kind of between also water and earth. Now, the Temperance card, we know it talks about finding balance with our physical and spiritual. See the sun sign? That's the sun sign on the forehead. That's illumination. And you see the illumination coming from the aura of the angel. And then in this deck, the angel is mixing water from one cup to another. In other decks, it shows fire and water. That's an alchemical process. That's something transformative going on here. Change. This is looking to seek balance here within yourself and change. So whatever this addiction is, it's got a hold on you that you can't free yourself and you can't see your way through. You can't. You know, anybody who's not an addict of anything doesn't get anybody who's got an addictive personality. You just don't get it. You might try and understand, but you don't know unless you're addicted to something. Well, even if it's cigarettes, okay? You don't understand the struggle. So this is talking about healing coming to you for this situation. Intervention. Now, it's not going to be easy and it's not going to be quick. But help is on the way. With this major arcana, this angel is about healing. It's that transformative healing. And we did talk about Scorpion energy, okay, which is Scorpio is that life, death, and transformation. That is the rebirth, rising from the phoenix. Okay, continuing with that, there's the sun. It's another major arcana. Now, with this whole situation of this addiction, this is a freeing. This is like illumination. The sun is healing also, healing energy. It's that light. It's that epiphany. And it's saying you're being called to a new life here. Childlike new innocence, energy. The sunflowers also are very spiritual for me. And see the solid wall behind the child on the horse? You know, that's like a solid, stable, safe place to be. And see how free and open you are there? It's a new life. It's like childlike energy starting anew. And this is the 3 saying the result of the choice that you made. So that you want to make the change. You are looking for help. You're getting intervention. You're seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. And then here it's a time of rest and recuperation because it is a draining and arduous ordeal to withdraw from any addiction or anything that you feel that is toxic and has got a hold on you. And the 4 is completion. Where here we had the 7 and the 8, there's the progression there. This is that mystical number saying there's intervention there, divine grace coming to you. But also it's about you taking control, and the 8 is having courage, strength, and building on your strengths. So for those of you that would apply to, I hope that helps you with knowing that there is a healing. Now, look, I'm reading for the week. It doesn't mean it's happening by Saturday. This is what we're talking about right now. And in a general reading, in a short span, I go 3 weeks to 3 months. Long term is 9 months. So we're saying it's in the energy right now for you this week, especially with what's going on with Mars and with Scorpio. In this healing energy between the two of them, they're like, whoa, tempestuous. Forget it. Now here you see you had the swords, which is your air, your worrying, your thoughts. Okay, this suspicion, doubt, grief, despair. Here, look at the wall. Solid earth, grounding, stability, fortification. All right, so let's look at that with that regard. Now, for others of you that it's not about an addiction for you, it's like you have an impossible task right now that you're faced with. You kind of befuddled about something. You don't know how to see your way through it. It's like an impossible thing. It's like a blending of two opposites. You're like, how the heck am I going to do this? Okay? Don't worry about how you're going to get there, because this card is a healing. And like I said, help is on the way. It's not going to be quick. It's not going to be easy, but help is coming to you. Have faith. This healing is going to happen for you. And it is something that you're going to learn a lot from, balancing about yourself, your spirituality, your faith, whether it's with faith with you or in a higher source, that it's coming to you. Because like I said, it's not about the journey, it's the destination. It's the end of the journey. See that illumination, that crown, the bright spiritual light coming from it? That's what this is about for you. And it's talking, again, that mystical number, but it's also talking about you taking control of the situation, because you're worrying about this a lot. All right? You feel like you can't free yourself. You're blinded by the situation. You know, we don't see her hands. Yeah, she's bound, but I think you can get yourself out of this. You know? You're just doubting yourself. The 8 is talking about that confidence and courage and strength. Alrighty, and the way this card is Jupiter in Gemini. So Gemini's in retrograde. So Gemini, so it's our thoughts. It's the way we're thinking, okay? Communicating our thoughts and the way we're thinking. Jupiter's expanding on that. So you're really expanding on a lot of negative energy here. You're expanding on more doubt and misery. This is saying you need to stop that. You can free yourself, okay? See your way through, just trust. And if you don't know how to do it, you need to ask Spirit to help you, okay? Because they are ready to jump in. Intervention is here for you to help you to bring this back into balance for you. I know it doesn't seem easy and you're worried about it, but just so you know, here's another major for you. Ideas are going to come to you. The epiphany is going to come to you. Something very solid, fortified, strong, that you're going to see that this is the way out of it. Like I said, something is going to come to you. Someone is going to come to you, an idea, a way through. Okay, and this number is the 3. It's you thinking about this, meditating on this, praying about it, asking for help, outside help from someone, that you see the light at the end of the tunnel, that you see that it's clarifying. You can see, okay, yeah, it's not going to be right now. It's on the way. So like I said, it's not the journey, but the destination. You see that it's coming. You see the way out. You see the freedom. And now you can just relax. Okay, now you can just take a rest. Because here you've been worrying so much over it. They're saying it's time to put down the sword. And other times I would say it's about your words. If you're arguing or saying mean things because, you know, you get angry. You get hangry, I say, hungry and angry, tired. You know, this is when our minds really wreak havoc on ourselves and others, and we say mean things or beat ourselves up. This is saying just stop it already. Just relax. The clarifying idea is there. I know you've been worrying and down about it, but it's time to stop worrying now. Like I always tell you, you can worry about something and nothing goes wrong, and you're worried for nothing. Or you could worry about this whole situation, and then it does go wrong, and now you got to worry again. So you worry twice. So this card with the 4 number is saying you can stop worrying, okay? It's time to relax now and start to clear out your head and think of something else, more positive, more loving. So this is an interesting progression with what's going on right now, because right now the sun is still in Capricorn. The moon is in Scorpio. Like I said, Mars is going into Scorpio and Mercury is going retrograde. So this is a very powerful energy going on for this week for all of us. So we should be feeling a lot of intensity, and even emotionally, especially with the card showing the earth and the water. For me here, I'm saying emotionally it's going to be somewhat turbulent. And oh, God help that energy with Mars and Scorpio. You get those two emotionally upset. It's fire and brimstone. But just know that the angels, the guides, your higher self, whatever you call your mighty I am, your higher power is there to help you. And you'll see the light at the end of the tunnel. And it'll be a time for you to relax and not have to worry anymore. So I hope this reading does help you, and that you found it interesting doing it this way. I like just reading it as the picture. I like to look at it and just start to tell you the story. Breaking it down card by card is good too, because maybe you can break it down into a more general snapshot of yourself and your life. But you can look at it this way, as what I've just told you about balancing the self, tempering your behavior, tempering your habits, tempering whatever's going on in your life right now, meaning modifying it and bringing it into something that's more equally balanced. And that'll help you with mind, body, soul, spirit, heart, everything. This is what we need to bring in balance. And if it's something you feel like you haven't got a control of, or you don't know how to do it, you can't see your way through it, know that this angelic temperance card is the card to heal. And it's saying help is on the way. But it's going to take time. It'd be great if, let's say, you tell me and you email me, Mary Jo, I got the results in 3 days. You were right. Spirit is there to help you. I'm just a conduit to pass the message on. You can apply this to your life. Know that you're loved. Know that whatever pain and suffering, joy and happiness you go through, so does Spirit with you. So do the loved ones you have in Spirit. They're always there. There to help you, there to love you, there to protect you. Ask, okay? So you can have this beautiful illumination and clarity come to you, and just relax until the next time it's time to pick up the sword. Okay? Well, I hope this helps you. Please remember to look at my January 1st reading. I hope that helps a lot of people too. Well, like I said, all the ones in the past, you can go back and review them. They may not have made sense to you at that time, but maybe you pick one randomly and it just speaks to you. Like I said, the tarot gives you these this guidance, to help you ride the surf, like I say. Instead of wiping out, you see it coming, you know how to protect yourself. And if it's a good one, you can ride it all the way to shore. So I look forward to giving you the new moon reading when that comes up. I believe it's the 10th. I'll be back with that. And as always, I wish you the best.